Hello guys, and welcome to this week's Mental Health Monday. I am so excited for today's video. I was basically sat down thinking about what I could film for today's video, and I thought, since it's like December now and I've seen everyone has gone like Christmas mad all over social media, I would put together my list of Christmas essentials for the month of December, because I know that often people's mental health can get worse during the Christmas period, which is so weird because it's like so opposite to what is supposed to happen, but because of all of the pressure and all of that, I definitely find that I struggle every year. So I'm going to make a huge effort to help myself a bit more this festive period. So Christmas mental health essentials, I've got you. So first of all, we're obviously gonna start with snuggly clothes. I feel like snuggly clothes are pretty much top of the mental health list. I am wearing my new favorite hoodie. Oh my god, it's a fur hoodie. It's white, so I'm not sure how long it's gonna stay white. I'm pretty proud of myself. I went out for a meal in it yesterday. I had like a burger and mac and cheese and all of that, and I didn't drop anything on it, so pat on the back for that. But I feel like loungewear, snuggly clothes, new pajamas. I actually bought myself a pair of Christmas pajamas, which I really love. They're from Matalan. I'll put a picture on the screen. But I just feel like snuggly clothes make you feel like warm and safe and just nice, so they're definitely one of my main things. The next thing is blankets. Again, blankets are just so good for creating like a snuggly atmosphere for when you get home from work or college or uni or whatever it is that you are going. When you get home, put your pajamas on, get all the blankets out. I don't know, I love blankets. I've got like 10 different types in my flat. I've whacked this fur one out for the winter, which is super snuggly. It's super nice and warm. I don't know, I just think like snuggly warm things do wonders for mental health and for making you feel good. Like, I don't know what it is, but I can't sit on my sofa without a blanket. Even if I don't have it on me, just having it next to me is just really comforting. Another thing I really like to create a lovely like festive cozy atmosphere are candles. I've got so many different candles. At the moment I'm burning 2. I've got one from Asda over there and an amazing cinnamon and vanilla one. I just feel like this adds to the atmosphere, and although like it's not going to solve your mental health problems, it definitely helps. I really love candles that have relaxing things like lavender. Sometimes I like to burn a candle before I go to sleep, so that aroma is kind of in the air. Another thing I like for sleep is a sleep spray. This is my all-time favorite. I feel like this is the holy grail when it comes to sleep sprays. It's the deep sleep pillow spray from This Works, and it's getting quite low. That's gonna have to go on my Christmas list. And I also recently got this, which is the Dr. Organic Lavender Sleep Therapy Body Oil. So you put it on your body. I've also heard about the Lush body, I don't know, is it a body butter, which is apparently amazing and has lavender in it. I also really love a sleep mask for helping me get to sleep. I feel like obviously sleep is such a huge part of mental health, and it's so important to have good sleep hygiene. Come from the one that stayed up till 1 AM doing Arrowword puzzles, but you know, it's fine. I'm actually in quite a good mood today. Slippers are also another good one. Oh, that's the wrong way around. I have got about 4 or 5 different pairs of slippers. I've got boots, I've got ones like these, slipper socks, slippers. Again, we're just adding to this cozy atmosphere. Another thing is hot chocolate. So I've got my 2 favorite hot chocolates. I actually made myself a hot chocolate in my little M mug. This is my favorite mug. That's another good tip actually. Buy a nice mug for the winter. Yeah, these are my 2 favorite hot chocolates. This one is more of a luxury one. It's the Wittard luxury hot chocolate. Love that for a bit of indulgence. But if you are still wanting to indulge but you want it to be low calorie, then this is my favorite Sainsbury's one. I've literally drunk this for years and years. And then of course, with the hot chocolate, you've got to have your treats, which I have a lot of here. A gluten-free coconut macaroons, and then I just found all of these in the fridge, right? These are not actually mine because I try my best to not keep that much chocolate in the house, so I don't like always overindulge. Found these in the fridge, which are Sam's. They actually have gluten in them, so I can't even have them, but I do love teasers. And then the other day I had a blood test and I thought I'd buy myself a chocolate bar for being a big brave girl, and the 4-pack of Whispers was just a little bit more than like just a normal Whisper bar, so I thought I might as well. So I have one of those left. Of course, as well as treats, it is important to look after your health. The one thing I will say is don't get too caught up in this whole like weight gain over Christmas. It's fine, it happens to everyone. You've always got the new year to focus on that, but if you want to treat yourself, treat yourself. Just make sure you're not like eating loads and then in turn you feel like shit. It's important to keep a balance with like fruit and vegetables. Today is my shopping day, so I don't actually have any fresh fruit to show you. Thought it'd be a bit weird if I just got like a broccoli out of the fridge, but yeah, fruit and veg. Keep that balance, treat yourself, make sure you feed your body with nice stuff, even if it's just a smoothie that you just chuck everything in. Another thing that's important for your health is walks. Now I've been on a real low for the past probably 2 months. I'm definitely starting to come out of it, and one thing that I have not wanted to do is go to the gym. However, I have a dog, so having to take her out every day, although nerve-wracking, because I get really anxious when I take her out for a walk because there's like other people and I'm scared she's gonna run off and whatnot. It has been really good for me to get that fresh air, because obviously if you stay cooped up in bed all day, which is what I did on numerous days, it's not good for you. I definitely prefer Christmas walks with other people as well. I don't really like doing it by myself. Next up is self-help books. I've got a couple of my favorite for you here. This one is The Power of Now. It's all about being in the moment. And then this one, At Last Alive, it's about anxiety. This is really, really good. I featured both of these in my self-help book video, so I'll put a link to that on the screen right now so you can go and check out my other recommendations. I went into more detail on what they're about over on that video. If you don't have access to therapy during Christmas time, then self-help books, online articles, videos and can all be very, very helpful resources. Next up, my favorite category, and that is distraction. I always say this, but distraction is probably one of my favorite techniques, just because you get to do things that you enjoy. So one of my favorite ones to do, like I said, this is what I was doing last night. I was doing some Arrowords in my mini book that I have over at my boyfriend's house. I discovered that I love Arrowords when I was in a psychiatric unit and there wasn't much else to do, and my mum would buy me magazines and I would buy Take a Break, which has Arrowords in it, and since then I just have loved Arrowords. My boyfriend Sam bought me this one, right, and I think it is for old people because the puzzles, there's like 5 words on a page. I'm not complaining, it was such a sweet idea, but yeah, I love Arrowords, magazines and things like that. Also, books are really good. If your concentration is low, then obviously Netflix is definitely a good distraction. Catch up TV. I just love watching like documentaries and finding new series to binge watch is pretty much my favorite distraction technique. One of the things you could also use as a distraction technique is, number 1, making your Christmas list, and number 2, doing online shopping for other people. I find personally I don't really like doing my Christmas shopping in person anymore. As lovely as the atmosphere is, it's just too stressful for me and it's not worth me being anxious. I definitely find something that helps me with mental health is to focus on other people. Not all of the time, because sometimes I find it hard to think about others when I'm so wrapped up in myself, but one of the things that gets me out of my head, makes me feel less disassociated, is say like helping other people, whether that be advice or with whatever else they need. I mean, if you felt up to it, you could do charity work or just donate to charity, anything that you feel up to. And also a point with the Christmas shopping, don't overspend. Stick to a budget and buy what you can afford. I would encourage you to give people gifts of your time. I know I personally, I don't need anything. I don't need makeup or clothes or any of that, so what I ask for are things like for my mum to like spend the day with me doing something, I don't know, like a spa day. If you could give like a voucher of saying that you're gonna go and help your grandparents with the gardening or whatever, I think that's like far more valuable than spending like £100 on something they may not necessarily use. Another Christmas essential is friends. Obviously it's important to be around friends and family. If you feel like you have no friends, then there are always people online. There's apps like Bumble where you can meet people that are nearby to you. I've told myself that I have to see a different friend every single week because I'm so bad. I literally just spend my time with my boyfriend because it's easy, because I pretty much see him every day, and I've been avoiding my friends. So now I'm feeling a bit more up to it. I need to get out there and socialize. And the final essential is coping techniques. Obviously, well, this is probably the most important in terms of mental health, because most of the other things I've listed are material. Obviously there are millions, but what I would narrow it down to are my favorites. So number one, we have the conveyor belt. This is what really helps me with my thoughts when I am overthinking, judging, whatever, is to view my thoughts on a conveyor belt. I can see them, I'm distancing myself from them, so I'm not getting caught up in what it all is, and it's gonna move along the conveyor belt and just disappear. I mean, you can do this with different things. Like another one I like to do is thinking of my thoughts of like leaves on a tree, and then them just like floating off the tree and down the river and just away. It's so easy to get caught up in your head and thinking thoughts about Christmas and all of the pressure and judging yourself. I think one of the most important things is to not feel guilty, and don't hate yourself for not being in the Christmas spirit and feeling like you assume everyone else does. I'm not in the Christmas spirit yet. I'm seeing all this Christmas stuff around and I don't really feel that Christmas feeling inside. But instead of putting pressure on myself to feel that way, I mean, it's only like the beginning of December. It's fine, I'm just gonna leave it, because I'm just gonna make it worse if I force myself. And it's fine if you don't feel Christmassy, that's okay. It happens every year, so you know, it comes around so quickly. You've literally got a whole nother year to prepare for next Christmas. Another important thing is breathing. Focus on your breathing. I always forget this. I always forget how good like just taking some time out and taking deep breaths is for me. It sounds so simple, and I hate it when like professionals tell you like, oh, just breathe when you're going through like a really shit like suicidal period. Like, no. However, it does for me alleviate some sort of anxiety inside me. I still need to do all of my like mindfulness and distraction and all of that, but yeah, breathing does help. And then the final one is remember that everything doesn't have to be perfect in the lead up to Christmas. Things are gonna go wrong, people are gonna relapse, but it's all about how you pick yourself back up from that. And I was thinking of doing a video on tips on how to like not put pressure on yourself at Christmas, and how to just like survive Christmas when you feel depressed or anxious, or however it is that you feel. So let me know if you think that would be a good video. Also let me know if you want me to make any other mental health videos on any subject, or like specifically targeted towards things around Christmas, because I know it can be a shit time, and I know you can see all of this stuff on Instagram about how everyone's having this amazing perfect time, but they're not. Trust me, they're not. So I just wanted to reassure you guys, because although like I love watching people decorate their trees and all of that, it does in turn then make me feel like shit, I should be doing all of this Christmassy stuff, and oh no, why am I not doing that? And you know, yeah, I hope this video helped. Do let me know what you thought. And finally, just before you go, I have a giveaway for you. So I am doing a giveaway every single day in December. Well, I'm gonna try to. Hopefully I can keep on top of it. I'm calling it Maddiemus. I have loads of amazing prizes for you guys. For this giveaway, these are two things that I mentioned in the video, so I thought they were suiting. The first item is this candle. It's the Neon Tranquility scented candle. I thought that was kind of relevant because we want to have a nice peaceful Christmas. This is what it looks like. It smells, oh my god, it smells insane. It smells like a spa. So yeah, it's just a little white candle. I love neon, and I'm so jealous to whoever gets this. I'm gonna have to buy myself one. And also a sleep mask. I chose this one because it kind of matches, because they're both purple. Yeah, just a little furry sleep mask. All you have to do to enter the giveaway is to thumbs up this video and also leave a comment down below with what your favorite chocolate is at Christmas time. So that is it from me. I'm going to be announcing the winner in Thursday's video, so I will see you then. And keep an eye out across all of my social medias for giveaways, because I'm going to do some on Instagram, some on Twitter, some on here. Bye!